Once home, he found himself hesitating outside. He was head over heels for Kana, and the fact she invited him to the aquarium was making him nervous. In his room, Taki decided to study up on the fish they'd see, but his thoughts kept wandering to what to wear and how he hoped Kana would wear a dress. He then heard a sound from Kana's room and realized she was still awake too. The next morning, Taki overslept and panicked, rushing to their meeting spot. Lost in his nerves, he didn't notice Kana appear behind him, looking stunning in a dress. Together, they headed into the aquarium. Kana was captivated by the sights, while Taki, barely able to focus, was completely charmed by her cuteness. He wondered what Kana thought about this outing when she unexpectedly snapped a picture of him as a keepsake. They began exploring the aquarium, studying the fish together. Then, a little kid accidentally bumped into Kana, causing their hands to touch. In that moment, Taki realized he truly wanted to be with her. But with nationals still ahead, he didn't want to put her in an awkward position. He suggested they head back, but Kana stopped him, saying she needed to confess something. Taki's heart raced, thinking it might be a love confession, but instead, Kana apologized for assuming he'd lose by saying he still had a whole year ahead. Kana apologized to Taki, and he sighed heavily, realizing that his thoughts about a date had been pointless. The entire outing was just so Kana could apologize. Taki told her there was no need to worry. He hadn't dwelled on it at all. Then, he decided to give her a set of stickers, telling her she could send one if she ever wanted to talk, and he'd come to listen. Kana immediately started spamming stickers, and when Taki saw her face light up, he blushed, realizing just how beautiful she looked. Kana smiled and called him an amazing neighbor, but that wasn't exactly what he had hoped to hear. The next day, Kyo noticed that Taki was eating more than usual. When Taki said he was aiming for nationals, Kyo noted that he seemed cheerful, clearly pleased that the aquarium trip went well. Kyo then suggested that maybe Kana liked Taki too, which made Taki turn bright red and sit down just as Kana looked his way. Taki was lost in thought when Hina appeared, handing him a form that needed to be checked and submitted. Kyo picked up on Hina's unusual behavior and subtly encouraged her to stay focused, reminding Taki to take things seriously, as the regional tournament was no small matter. Kyo explained that Shijikawa's team was the best in the country, and if they didn't defeat them, nationals wouldn't even be a possibility. Taki asked Hina how she was doing, and she reassured him, saying he had nothing to worry about. She was determined to win. The gymnastics coach suddenly appeared with a reporter who wanted to interview Hina. Taki commented that when you look at Hina, she seems like a superstar, strong and skilled in her sport, even though she's just an ordinary girl at heart.